Welcome again to Fruitful Investment Strategies. My name is Kalambai. If you've not followed us, please follow us. And this is your first time, please subscribe, give us a thumb up. Did you know that most Norwegians have new cars? I'm on a parking lot, and all I can see, I did really realize this, is that they have new models here. And most Norwegians, they have Teslas. And there is a new car that has come. It's a Hyundai Ioniq. It's a very nice car, and that's it. It's a very nice car. I'll do a review on it. This is an Ioniq 5. Really nice car. You see, most Norwegians drive Tesla. Why do they drive Tesla? Because Tesla is really a nice car in terms of techniques and technology and all that. Tesla is very good. And you can see that's another Tesla there. It goes very fast. It has really nice looking, the way it looks outside, its designs and all that, it's really good. And you can see, and most of the Norwegian cars are really electric. They're shifting from you can see that's very nice. It's a BMW. It's a very nice car. You know, that one can cost up to 1 million or so. And this is another Tesla again. You know, there are a lot of Teslas because the government actually has subsidies for Tesla. Government has subsidies as well, electric cars. So yeah, as you can see here, the Norwegian EV policy. Norway is leading the way for transition to zero emission in transport. The Norwegian success story is the first and foremost due to substantial package of incentive law developed to promote zero-emission vehicles into market. The incentives have been gradually introduced by different government and board coalition of parties since the early 1990s to speed up the transition. So by 2025 zero-emission goal, the Norwegian Parliament has decided on a national goal that all new cars sold by 2025 should be zero-emission electric hydrogen by the end of 2022. More than 20% of registered cars in Norway were battery electric BV. Battery electric vehicles held 79.2% market share in 2022. The speed of the transition is closely related to policy instruments and wide range of incentives. The Norwegian car tax system. The overall signal from all majority of political parties is that it should always be economically benefit to choose zero and low emission cars over high emission cars. This is obtained with the polluter pays principle in the car tax system. High taxes for high emission cars and lower taxes for low zero emission cars. For long-term taxes of polluting cars have partly financed incentive for zero-emission cars without any loss in revenues. The purchase tax for all new cars with emissions is calculated by a combination of weight, CO2 and NOx emissions. The tax is progressive, making big cars with high emissions very expensive. For the last years, the purchase tax has been adjusted gradually to have more emphasis on emissions and less on weight. For long time, EV have had exception for both VAT and Norway's high purchase tax on new cars. As of January 1st, the 25% VAT exemption on the purchases of new electric vehicle applies only for the first 500 Norwegians of the price. From 2023, some purchase tax based on electric cars' weight is also introduced. Other incentives. The Parliament has agreed on a national rule with the means of countries and municipalities cannot charge more than 70% of the price for fossil fuel cars on toll roads. Within the rule, there are local differences. EVs pay maximum 50% of the total amount of ferry fares for electric vehicles. Charging infrastructure. Between 2017 and 2020, legislation establishing charging right for people living in apartment building was introduced. Even if EV owners are charging at home and manage without fast charging daily, they think it is essential to have the option to fast charge when needed. For longer distances trips, a well-organized charging network has to be in place. There's successfully been established fast charging stations on all main roads in Norway. As of the end of 2022, we have more than 5,600 cars that can fast charge at the same time. Consumers are willing to pay a high price for the service of fast charging, on average 3 times more than they pay for electricity at home.
You know, that's why most Norwegians have actually Tesla. Tesla actually costs a lot of money, but because of subsidies, so they kind of reduce the price for that. And yeah, so most Norwegians drive Teslas. And you know, Tesla is really a nice car. It has really nice range and all that. And one of the cars that I find Norwegian driving a lot is actually a Ferrari. See, this is a Ferrari. Most Norwegians drive also Ferraris, but they're very expensive. Like you see, this is another Tesla again. Ferraris are very expensive. You can have up to 1 million Norwegian crown for just so it's really an expensive car. And yeah, so it depends on what revenue you have. And most of the families here, they have 2 revenues, from the wife and from the husband. And if they have the company, they can use actually the company as a means to get credit or loans to buy that kind of luxurious car. So that's what people do here. So it's very they have really expensive cars. And what helps it a lot as well, it's actually the infrastructure. The road infrastructure are very nice, which allows it to actually have this kind of cars and this kind of luxury. So that's it. I see my brother here has a very expensive watch. Let me see if I can talk to him. Hello, brother. How are you doing?
I'm good. And you?
I'm fine. I see you have a very expensive watch.
Thank you. Hello, you doing video? Hello.
Yeah. So
Nice
where do you come from?
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
Okay. You live here?
Yeah, I live here. What of you?
Okay. I come from Congo.
Congo.
I come from Congo. And
Very
what's your
nice.
name?
You call me Prince of Nigeria.
Prince of Nigeria. Okay, this is the Prince of Nigeria.
Yeah.
So Prince of Nigeria, how long have you been here?
I've been here for a year.
For a year. Okay, how do you like it?
Very nice.
Very nice.
Especially, I love winter.
Okay, you. I don't love winter. I hate it.
I know you do.
Because it's very cold.
Yeah.
And yeah, what do you think about the Norwegian way of life compared to the Nigerian way of life?
It's quite different, you know.
What is different about it? It's okay.
You know, when you are here, you see a very different culture where people mind their business.
Yeah.
Whereas we are social beings.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's all right.
So that's what I see. You could walk into a train and then you sit comfortably, and then there's a next seat that is very empty, and a Norwegian walks in and then sees you sit. He doesn't want to sit close to you.
And you
then,
like that?
And then you say good morning in the morning, and then they smile. That's their way of answering it.
That's the way of answering.
But if you want to see them happy, give them some bottle of beers and they'll be very glad.
Yeah.
They shout the loudest at that time. It's a lovely place if you understand.
Yeah. Okay, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you go a lot in the beer.
You need to
You pop a
understand.
lot of beer bottles
You know,
to
once
get
in a
to know
while.
them.
Of course.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's really nice. So, but did you realize, because I was just working there, I see most Norwegians have new cars.
Mm.
Do you kind of get the same sense as me, or the new models?
I've not really observed that anyway.
You have not observed that, okay? Because I saw like Teslas and all that.
Yeah, Tesla is good for
It's
the
very,
environment.
yeah, it's
It's
very,
environmentally friendly,
yeah.
although very expensive.
Yeah, it's very expensive as well, and most of them has also Ferraris. I don't know, those kind of cars, which I know Nigerians also have those kind of cars.
Yeah, we do.
But it's not a lot compared to the how massive the population is actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's really nice. So you're going to Oslo. You work here.
Yeah, I live here, I work in Oslo.
Oh, you work in Oslo. What kind of job do you do?
I'm an engineer by profession.
Oh, you are? Okay, what kind of engineering is that?
Biomedical.
Biomedical. So you were imported from. Guys, I'm just having a conversation. Because they're actually doing these days that they're importing, doctors, they're importing nurses, because there is shortage of skills and manpower in Europe. So they're kind of importing the best of our African brothers to come and do it. So I've seen that in many companies, even where my wife is working. They're actually importing Nigerian, Ghanaians engineers to come and work, even in Angola. But now, anyway, our train is coming, so we can continue this conversation as we get in the train.